Obito has always dreamed to become Hokage since childhood. At the Ninja Academy itself, Obito is clumsy child and is not good at various things. In practice throwing shuriken, Obito almost hit his teacher. He was also never able to surpass or match the strength of Kakashi and the guy who was his classmate at the time. Minato himself can be considered a genius student at the academy. Minato also has dreamed to become the next Hokage. In contrast to Obito, who is quite assisted in many ways by Rin, the woman he likes, Minato did several things himself. After training hard, Obito was able to master the Kage Bunshin, which is requirement for the graduations from the academy. At that time, Obito had mastered various moves such as Fireball Jutsu. However, Obito still acts recklessly and arbitrarily. Even Minato, his sensei at the time, had to intervene several times to save Obito. While Minato at the age was able to defeat the Jonin from Kumogakure, who would kidnap Kushina. Not just one, Minato managed to defeat 3 Jonin without suffering the slightest injury. Still, Obito does stupid and unimportant things. During the written exam, he was lucky to be given an answer by Rin. During the team task, Obito failed to perform a Fireball Jutsu, so that Obito and his team could be attacked. In the next exam, Obito crosses path with Guy. Unfortunately, Obito was defeated because he talked too much, while the Guy himself was defeated by Kakashi with pretty fierce battle. But with training hard enough, Obito again took the chunin exam and managed to become chunin, who was also greeted happily by the woman he liked, Rin. In the third Ninja War, Obito was trying to fight Taiseki Lon. When Obito couldn't fight back, Kakashi came to help him. But unfortunately, Kakashi's Levi was caught by Taiseki weapon. Obito, who saw this, immediately awakened his 2 Tamu Sharingan eyes and managed to kill Taiseki. But in the end, Obito gave his Levi to Kakashi because at the time Obito was hit by giant rock and almost died. Kakashi and Rin left Obito without knowing what happened after that. Madara saved Obito at that time and treated him. Madara regenerates the cells on Obito's body with Hashirama cells. Madara, who saved Obito, replaced Obito's body part with the White Zetsu. Obito trains to get used the White Zetsu on his body. White Zetsu on Obito's body gives Obito considerable strength. Obito was able to destroy the large rock in Madara's cave. His body movements also become fast. Coupled with the regenerations of White Zetsu, it increased the defense of Obito so that it cannot be injured easily. After Obito finished adjusting to the Zetsu in his body, Obito plans to return to Konoha. During his journey, Obito saw something unexpected. Obito saw Rin stab by Kakashi with his Chidori. Rin died right then and there. In the midst of his sadness, Obito with Kakashi activated his Mangekyou Sharingan. At that time, Obito was able to defeat several shinobi who were there alone with the power of his Sharingan Eye, namely Kamui, where Obito can change dimensions that make him untouchable. From the beginning, it was stated that Minato was Genin Shinobi. In the third Shinobi War, Minato was able to defeat 1,000 shinobi with his flying Raijin Jutsu alone. This made him nicknamed the Yellow Flash from Konoha. In addition, Minato was able to match the speed of Raikage, who was one of the fastest shinobi at the time. Minato is also able to create new jutsu, namely the Rasengan. In addition, Minato is also able to master various moves such as various sealing jutsu, including Kinjutsu. When Naruto was born, Obito came and kidnapped Naruto. Minato finally managed to save Naruto, but the Kyuubi in Kushina's body was successfully released and caused chaos in Konoha. When dealing directly with Obito, Minato managed to defeat Obito with Flying Raijin coupled with a Rasengan that directly hit Obito's back. Obito couldn't fight anymore because Minato had to attach the Flying Raijin seal on his body. But unfortunately, because Minato had to die at that time because he sacrificed himself in the Shikifujin stance to seal the Kyuubi into Naruto's body. Obito finally hides in the shadow of Ninja World and points to young members of Akatsuki who say he will create world peace in his own way. Obito joined Akatsuki and changed his name to Tobi. He tried to cover up his identity as one of the Uchiha and did stupid things so that his identity would not be exposed that he was the mastermind of the entire plan. Even so, Obito, who identified himself as Tobi at the time, was able to overwhelm Naruto and several Konoha shinobi. In the Fourth Shinobi World War, Orochimaru raised the previous 4 Kage with Edo Tensei moves. Of course, Minato still has the same strength, but not as strong as when he was alive. Obito himself has one Rinnegan eye, which he got from Nagato, with one eye Mageki Sharingan and one eye Rinnegan. Obito is able to make Naruto, who is in Kurama Chakra mode, overwhelmed to deal with it. Although in the end Naruto was able to reveal Obito's identity behind the masks he usually wore. Minato with the previous Kage who were present in the middle of the fight helped quite a lot, and it turned out that Minato was able to do the same Kurama Chakra mode as Naruto. But on the other hand, Naruto was just overwhelmed to face Obito in that mode. But it will be different because Minato has various moves that Naruto can do, coupled with Kurama's power, which certainly aids to his strength and speed. Also, Minato is an Edo Tensei who can die, and can still release a flying Raijin when even his body is being attacked. After Obito was almost defeated by Kakashi in his Kamui world, he came out from Kamui world and absorbed the Juubi's power into his body and made him the jinchuriki of the Juubi. This power is quite unstable but quite large. It is said to be unstable because Obito himself has difficulty controlling this power. Minato, who faced him directly, had to lose his hand. But that was okay because Minato at that time was an Edo Tensei. Minato together with Naruto, Sasuke and the previous Kage must work together to be able to defeat Obito in that mode. In the end, Madara took over the Juubi from Obito's body and made himself the jinchuriki of the Juubi. At the end, Obito and Black Zetsu managed to trick Madara and kill him. Madara himself actually turned into Kaguya. Obito himself played a big enough role when defeating Kaguya. Obito protects Team 7 from Kaguya's Black Road with Kamui, but Obito has to sacrifice himself to be hit by the Black Road and kill him. That's it for this video. Let me know if you have any thought on the video or if you have any suggestion for future videos, put in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to Shinobi Scale so you don't miss out our any future videos. This is all for now. It's Shinobi Scale out. Bye.